Hi, having seen the post in LinkedIn made by Cole, I thought I'll apply for this post. So, for the video, there were two parts to talk about myself and to talk about why I would like to join Gala Cyber. Let me start with a story. Early in my career, I was working at a company called Interblocks, developing .NET applications. Not an architect, no integration experience. The CEO made an announcement to the company one day saying that we have to do a POC at a bank in Philippines, and if we are successful, we will win the project. The task was to connect our Java-based software running on Unix to a mainframe in the bank running Kix operating system. At that time, I had not even seen a mainframe, let alone knowing anything about Kix. There were many seniors and no one asked me particularly to look for a solution. But out of curiosity, I did my research and suggested a way to do it. In a few weeks, I was flying to Philippines with two others and the CEO. The next day, we were inside the bank. I realized that my laptop needed another network card as the mainframe was not communicating on TCP/IP networks. Went out of the bank, purchased a network card, spending my own money, and made the connection and got the data in the mainframe to the Java application. For the process, I had to write a certain amount of code as well. Once it was done, they said there were 3 companies from 3 different countries who tried and failed before. We even achieved the data access speeds that were required. The good news, we won the project. I have carried out many such activities during my career, most recently decomposing an extremely complex Cisco telco system and showcasing how to modernize to microservices, then implementing AI on AWS to implement a price prediction system. So with this story, the point I want to highlight is when there is a task, I would find my way with very little guidance and carry out the task for successful completion. So none of these tasks had step-by-step guides on the internet. Had to do my research, find the steps and the process, and then I had to complete. So this should indicate to you my attitude towards work, that even though I have not hold a similar position in cybersecurity before, I would carry out the task of the job without fail. So that's a little bit about me, my work culture, and the attitude towards work. In terms of the qualifications, I have been working as an architect with a MSc in IT, certified with PMP for project management, and I have been carrying out the development task, the development process with a true DevSecOps mindset for web, mobile, and cloud deployment. So while working a few years back I completed a cyber security boot camp at the University of Sydney covering networking, packet analysis, Wireshark, then hardening systems, Windows and Linux administration, ethical hacking using tools such as Kali, Metasploit, Hashcat, Burpsuit, web vulnerability and security. Also included in the course were programming and scripting with Bash and PowerShell, then secure network design, architecture, risk management, cryptography, vulnerability assessment, identity and access management, and cloud security. So those are some of the high level topics covered in that course, which was taught for 240 long hours with a huge amount of homeworks. And then parallelly I studied API security at the API Sec Uni, the online courses. After completing that, I completed the Junior Penetration Tester course at TryHackMe. Covering offensive security, defensive security, penetration testing, principles of security, content discovery, subdomain enumeration. Most of these, not most, all of these topics that are shown here were covered in the Junior Penetration Tester course. Nmap, active and passive reconnaissance, protocols, servers, NetSec, vulnerability, exploitation, Metasploit, so on and so forth. Then also completed an application security complete guide course at the online Udemy, at online learning platform Udemy. So those are some of the cybersecurity and IT related learnings that I have carried out. On top of that, I am a continuous and quick learner. That is how I am able to do what I mentioned in the stories. So to prove to you that I truly follow what I do, I want to show some of the stuff. So this is a presentation that I did on API security. I just created this proactively out of my own curiosity, not for any particular task. Then I presented this presentation at the Newcastle Coders group. Then another presentation that I created recently is, since I spoke about API security, I created another one on how we could defend APIs, elements of API security, what to do for the security in the DevSecOps pipeline, SAST, DAST, WAF, what to do. Then the API gateway level, what could be done. Then API management layer, what could be done. So I have been creating similar presentations for a lot of architecture stuff as well before. So even though I do these presentations on my personal time out of personal interest, but these have been very helpful when it comes to educating customers for office work, which I have always used similar presentations that I have created. So these two, I'm sure, could be helpful in a journey with Kala. So those are the qualifications and learnings that I would like to mention in this short video. Coming back to the second part of the question, why I would like to join Gala. In short, I think I can contribute a lot to Gala Cyber in many ways and grow with the company. As Cole mentioned in a recent LinkedIn post about wearing many hats in a small company, I am one who is always happy to carry out various tasks, and I think I'll be a perfect fit because of that. On top of carrying out the main role, I could be part of the interview process, maybe read some contracts, send the invoice, follow up with clients about a project or activity, and almost all of these tasks I have done before, and my experience spanning delivery to pre-sales to becoming a trusted advisor to the client will suit these activities a lot. Also, I would like to join a company that has presence in the area where I can meet Cole in about 45 minutes drive. I can easily join the activities in Sydney. I mean, other than working from home, I would like to have that little bit of human touch as well. So I think I'll be able to work with the best in the industry if I join Gala, and with my commitment, we'll be able to become one of the best cyber experts and contribute to the industry and the growth. Thank you very much for listening to my story. Then all the best. See you.